Welcome back, Days of Our Lives fans, to another exciting and in-depth discussion brought to you by TV Days Drama Digest. As the world of Salem continues to captivate audiences with its twists, turns, and high-stakes drama, one major question has been on the minds of many fans. Could Stefan DiMera be returning to Salem? And more importantly, will Brandon Barash reprise his iconic role as Stefan? Today, we're going to dive deep into this tantalizing possibility, explore the significance of Stefan's character, and discuss what his return might mean for the DiMera family, Salem, and Days of Our Lives as a whole. The mystery of Stefan DiMera's disappearance, a legacy of power, manipulation, and unfinished business. Stefan DiMera, portrayed by the talented Brandon Barash, has long been a fan-favorite character on Days of Our Lives. When Stefan first appeared on the scene, he quickly established himself as a formidable force within the DiMera family. His intelligence, charm, and ruthlessness made him an intriguing and dynamic character, one whose presence was felt in nearly every corner of Salem. But Stefan's journey took a dramatic turn when he was abruptly kidnapped by Vivian Alamain's Louise Sorrell, henchman, Vincent, John Aniston, and taken to Alemania, where he was presumed dead by most of the characters. His sudden disappearance left viewers with a significant void, and for years, his fate was shrouded in uncertainty. The DiMera family, known for its complex web of power struggles and personal vendettas, has been at the heart of some of the most dramatic moments in Days of Our Lives history. Stefan's disappearance left a gaping hole in the family dynamic, and many fans have been wondering if his story would ever get the conclusion it deserved. Despite the years that have passed, the mystery surrounding Stefan's fate continues to loom large, with fans speculating about his potential return and what that could mean for the DiMera legacy. The unexpected get-well card, a glimmer of hope for Stefan's return? The story begins with a seemingly innocuous yet incredibly significant event. E.J. DiMera, James Scott, receives a get-well card from none other than his brother, Stefan DiMera. For those who have been following the show, this moment is a game-changer. For years, Stefan's fate has been one of Salem's most tantalizing mysteries. The idea that he could still be alive and even potentially return to Salem is enough to set the rumor mill into overdrive. Initially, the card seems like a simple gesture, one that doesn't carry much weight. But as we delve deeper into the implications, it becomes clear that this is far from ordinary. Could this be the first sign that Stefan is alive and well? Is this a clue planted by the writers to signal his eventual return? Or could this be Vivian Alamain, always the manipulator, sending a card in Stefan's name to throw suspicion off her trail? After all, Vivian has a long history of deceit and misdirection, and it's possible that she's trying to distract everyone from her own plans. The timing of the card is also curious. It comes at a point when EJ is already embroiled in the ongoing drama within the DiMera family, making it a potentially important turning point in the family dynamics. Could Vivian be using this card to sow doubt and confusion, or is this the beginning of a much larger storyline that will lead to Stefan's dramatic return to Salem? The mystery surrounding the card adds a layer of intrigue to what could be a much larger plot, setting the stage for Stefan's eventual reemergence. Brandon Barash and Stefan DiMera, a legacy waiting to be revived now. Let's take a moment to reflect on Brandon Barash, the actor who made Stefan DiMera one of the most memorable characters in Days of Our Lives history. Barash's portrayal of Stefan captured the character's complex nature, his charm, his wit, and his cold, calculating side. Stefan's love for Gabby Hernandez, Camila Banus, was one of the most captivating aspects of his character, adding an emotional depth that resonated with fans. But it was not just Stefan's relationships that made him compelling. It was his ambition, his intellect, and his willingness to do whatever it took to maintain control over his family and his destiny. However, Stefan's time on Days of Our Lives was cut short when he was abruptly let go from the show. Under the reign of then-head writer Ron Carlivati, it was reported that the writers simply didn't know what to do with Stefan's character. This decision was met with disappointment from many fans, as they felt there was so much more to explore with Stefan DiMera, especially given the power dynamics within the DiMera family and the unresolved tension between Stefan and his brothers, EJ and Chad Billy Flynn. The decision to part ways with Brandon Barash was a controversial one, leaving fans questioning whether the show had missed an opportunity to further develop a character who had so much potential. But now, with new writers at the helm, there's renewed hope that Stefan's story might not be over after all. A new era. Will the new writers bring Brandon Barash back to Days of Our Lives? With the departure of Ron Carlivati and the arrival of new writers, fans have been wondering whether Brandon Barash will be asked to return to the show to reprise his role as Stefan DiMera. The possibility of Stefan's return has created a significant buzz among the Days of Our Lives fanbase. Many viewers are hopeful that the new writers will breathe new life into Stefan's character, crafting compelling storylines that make up for the time he was absent. The question remains, could Stefan's return be part of the new writers' plans? Could they finally give Brandon Barash the opportunity to fully explore Stefan's character, delving into the complex emotional dynamics within the DiMera family and exploring new avenues for Stefan's story? Given the current state of the DiMera family, EJ's power struggle, Chad's attempt to take control, and Stefan's own history of manipulation and betrayal, it seems like the perfect time for Stefan to return and shake things up. Brandon Barash's return would be more than just a nostalgia play. It could be the catalyst for some of the most exciting, dramatic storylines in Days of Our Lives history. Fans are eager to see how Stefan's return would affect the current power struggle within the DiMera family and what role he would play in the ongoing drama. Would he return as an ally to his brothers, or would he come back with a vengeance, determined to reclaim what he believes is rightfully his? What does Stefan's return mean for the DiMera family and Salem? If Stefan DiMera were to return to Salem, the impact on the DiMera family would be profound. EJ DiMera, James Scott, has always been a dominant force within the family, but Stefan's return could challenge EJ's control and create a new power struggle. Chad DiMera, too, would be forced to reckon with Stefan's presence. Chad has always positioned himself as the more honorable DiMera brother, but Stefan's ruthless ambition could easily put them at odds once again. The DiMera family has always been a key focal point in Days of Our Lives, and Stefan's return would add another layer of complexity to the already tumultuous relationships within the family. Would Stefan work alongside his brothers to restore the DiMera empire to its former glory, or would he strike out on his own, creating a new alliance to rival the DiMera legacy? Beyond the DiMera family, Stefan's return would also have implications for Gabby Hernandez and their complicated relationship. Gabby has moved on since Stefan's disappearance, but the unresolved tension between them remains. Would Stefan and Gabby rekindle their romance, or has too much time passed for them to pick up where they left off? Gabby's feelings for Stefan could complicate her relationship with Jake DiMera, Brandon Barash, and Stefan's return could create a new love triangle that sets the stage for even more drama in the future. Stefan's return could also introduce fresh storylines involving other key characters in Salem, including Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, and Sammy Brady, Allison Sweeney. These characters, who have all had their own entanglements with the DiMera family, would be significantly impacted by Stefan's reappearance. Could Stefan form alliances with them, or would he come into conflict with these characters as he tries to navigate his way through the current drama in Salem? Conclusion. The return of Stefan DiMera, a new era for Days of Our Lives? As the drama in Salem intensifies and the DiMera family's future hangs in the balance, the return of Stefan DiMera could change everything. The new writers of Days of Our Lives have the opportunity to take this character in exciting new directions, and Brandon Barash's return would undoubtedly be a pivotal moment in the show's history. Whether Stefan comes back as an ally, an adversary, or something entirely new, his presence would add new layers of drama, intrigue, and suspense to the already explosive storylines unfolding in Salem. The mystery of Stefan's disappearance is far from over, and his potential return promises to be one of the most thrilling and dramatic moments in Days of Our Lives history. With Brandon Barash back in the role, there's no telling where this story could go. One thing is for certain. The return of Stefan DiMera would be nothing short of explosive. Thank you for joining us in this in-depth discussion of Stefan's return. Stay tuned to TV Days Drama Digest for all the latest updates, insights, and spoilers as we continue to follow the exciting journey of Days of Our Lives. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.